last time. He says, "Okay." We know that there's a obligation of making sure not to endanger yourself even when doing a mitzvah. We know that the King Shaul in Shmuel Aleph, he failed to complete the mission Hashem sent him on to destroy Amalek. Hashem told Shmuel to fill his horn with oil and go to Beit Lehem and to go and anoint one of the sons of Yishai to make him the king. And we know eventually that whole that's the story of Halel, right? He says, "Bring me your sons to anoint him," and he brought his oldest. Lo bazeh b'har Hashem, lo bazeh b'har Hashem. This is not how Hashem chose. Ki ma'astihu, he's bodegi, he has gava. He's not fit to be a king. And he finished all his sons, and then he says, "Okay, Hashem told me it's from your house. I poured the oil; it would spill. It didn't stay on his head, so it must be these are not the sons. Give me another son." He said, "I don't have any more sons. This is all my sons." And he said, "No, you have to have more. What? Hashem's not lying. Hashem knows what he's saying." He said, "Oh, we have one little, mom's there outside with the sheep." So they brought him in, and he was, red hair. He looked like none of the kids. They thought he was from a different father. And then they poured the oil on his head and it stayed like a crown. And Even Ma'asu Abonim, Aita Rosh Pina. The stone that they threw away ended up being the cornerstone. So anyways, so then Shmuel, we're going to see the lesson that we get from Shmuel's response and Hashem's reaction to it. We're going to see what we learned, similar related lessons. So what happens? So Hashem told him, Ech elech u'shma Shaul v'haragani. Right? We know that Shmuel says, how can I go and anoint one of King Yishai's sons as king? Shaul is going to hear this. He's going to kill me. He's going to get so mad. How can Shmuel say such a thing? You could ask a simple question, says the Halevavot. He says you can ask, why is he nervous? He's going to die. Hashem just told you to go do it. You don't think Hashem is going to protect you? Obviously, if he sent you, you're going to be okay, no? So therefore what? And when Shmuel says to Hashem, "Oh, Hashem, how can I go? He's going to kill me." We don't see that Hashem reprimanded him, gave him musar, and say, "Oh, where's your bitachon? Oh, why are you not doing what I told you?" Look what Hashem responds to him. And we're going to see that he actually praised him for what he answered. Hashem said to him, so Hashem says, "Oh, you're nervous? Okay, come. Take a bull and go over there and say, you're going to go give a sacrifice." Hashem, if he was supposed to have bitachon, Hashem should have told him, "What is this? Where's your emunah? I'm going to protect you. Why are you nervous? Why are you asking such questions?" He didn't say that. He said, "Oh, you're right. Here, take a bull and use this as like a cover for you not to get killed so he doesn't get upset at you." And then whatever happened. So you see that Shmuel, even though he was doing a mitzvah, he was still concerned for his life. He's not willing to take a risk. And Hashem praised him for that. Hashem agreed to him. And Hashem said, "You're right. Look, having emunah doesn't mean you just throw yourself out there and say whatever Hashem wants, Hashem wants. No. Person has to take care of his neshama and have a shtalut as well. If he was having deficiency in his bitachon, Hashem should have told him, "Ani emid v'hyeh, mahatzti v'ani erpa." Hashem should have said, "I put to death, I put to life, I kill, I heal." So Hashem didn't say that. So therefore, you see, we learn from there a tremendous lesson. He says, "K'mo she'amar leMoshe alav hashalom," just like Hashem said to Moshe, "Et she'amar lo ki kaved pe kaved lashon anochi." Moshe said to Hashem, right, when Hashem told Moshe, "Go save the Jewish people," he said, "How am I going to go talk to Paro? I have a heavy mouth. I can't talk. I have a lisp. I have a speech impediment. I'm not a man of speech." Mi sham pe le'adam u'mi yasum ilay moheresh u'pikech ha'yiver. Hashem, how did he respond to him? Hashem responded, who makes a mouth for a man? Who makes a person mute or deaf? Who makes a person blind or able to see? Is it not I, Hashem? So you see that Hashem would have put him in his place if he would have done something wrong. So it must be he was correct, and you're not allowed to put yourself in tremendous risk even for mitzvah. Now, the note over here says that when the Chovot is bringing this case from Shmuel to prove you have to be concerned from danger even when you're a mitzvah. He says, but why shouldn't Shmuel rely on the rule Shluchai mitzvah enan nizukin? Why not rely on the rule any messenger on the way to do a mitzvah? You're not damaged. You know when people go to Israel, they give them dollars. They say, here, you're a shliach mitzvah now. Go put this kotel, it's tzedakah, and now you'll be protected from it. Why not Shmuel shouldn't have thought he was a shliach mitzvah? Like when I'm saying Pesachim, Chet HaMudalaf says, Shluchai mitzvah and nizukin. So the Radak and others explain even though Hashem performs miracles for the tzaddikim when He needs to, but it's not right to rely on a miracle. When we say shluchai mitzvah and mizukin, when do we say messengers for mitzvah not damaged? That's for common things that might happen, regular things that might come up. But for a miracle that a guy will come, King Shaul will see you and want to kill you, that's a miracle to survive. They shouldn't kill you. That you cannot rely on a miracle. Over there we say nabarot. The Gemara says whoever relies on a miracle, they take away from his merits. So therefore you see that over here Shmuel didn't want to rely on a miracle, and Hashem said, you're right, it's very dangerous to go there, and you didn't want to go, so I give you a way to go. So therefore we learn a tremendous lesson from here, that the person take care of his neshama even when it involves a mitzvah.